Okay, so Mel, I am going to do my best to follow along with the game for you. I'm going to be choosing the exact same thing that you are choosing. Things,
Okay.
choices, and all that, of course.
It'll be an interesting experiment to see how this all goes.
It definitely will, but you know what? I think it's a really good idea. I think it's a really cool idea.
I hope so.
I think so.
Can you check and see if the stream's up?
Oh, yep.
One sec. I don't see it yet. Oh, wait, there. Got it.
Cool.
Yep, it's up.
Ooh. I am hearing my own voice, which is weird.
Yeah, you might have to like mute the stream since you'll be able to hear me anyway.
True.
And then you'll
That
still
would
be able to
make more
hear
sense.
all the voice actors too.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
that would make sense.
Yeah, the stream's lagging a bit for me, so 2 seconds.
So Mel, are you going to be like narrating what choices you're making as well?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Because that'll make it easier to follow along instead of waiting for the 15 seconds to see it on stream.
Right. If you had to wait for it, it would kind of defeat the point of having it on your computer.
True.
Welcome.
Come on, come.
Hello, Das.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good.
Hey, Das.
Is you ready for the voices?
Yep, just about. Just waiting for everyone to show up.
I've got some major lag on my end.
Yeah, me too, but it's still up. It's just stuck on the loading screen,
Yeah,
which is fantastic.
same here. I'm gonna try refreshing, see if that does anything.
Okay. Hopefully my internet's
No.
good enough for this.
Wait, is there somewhere we can watch, or are we all playing the game as well?
Yeah, it's way behind.
Well, most of our part will be through Discord anyway.
That's true. Golden Gaming Goddess says happy
Oh, no.
birthday. Is it your birthday, Mel? Oh yes, it is. That's right. My goodness, I have it like written in a note on the Discord here. Happy birthday, Mel.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to
I don't know how I could have possibly forgotten that when I had it written in a flipping note for you. God,
That's alright.
I apologize. Well, I hope this day has gone really well for you, since it is your birthday.
Thanks. A few people have dropped
Your
out, which
computer
is a
makes it
little
better.
makes me a little nervous about this whole thing, but I think we can manage.
I think it'll still be alright.
Yeah, it'll be okay.
So who all's in Discord? I don't have it on my screen right now.
Dragonate is here.
Red X is here.
Cool.
I'm here.
It looks like four people aside from you, Mel. There's Das Dragon, myself, Lost Guardian Sam, and Spiderbite.
Okay, cool.
Otherwise known as Red X.
Radax. Radax?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, that's the name of the channel. That's how most people know me.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm trying to think of who else. Sorry, there was just an echo right there. Who else we're expecting? I know Nerys was gonna come 20 minutes late. Janky's coming late. Where's Super Antlers? He was gonna be here.
How dare he?
Bonnie Kiwi.
I've
Just summon
timed it.
him.
Judging by my time, and I think I've got about a 20-second or more delay.
Sorry, what?
Excuse me.
Judging from my end, I've got a 20-odd second delay from previous talks going on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you might want to mute the stream. And then you can just kind of keep an eye on it. But if you're playing along, then... Or I guess if you're reading off the screen, you can just wait for it to show up. But you shouldn't need to hear anything.
So, sorry if I'm bad, I think. Maybe.
It'll be fine.
Are you skipping the tutorial or playing through it?
Gonna skip the tutorial.
Okay. Oh, maybe I should just start it right away.
As long as you stop by the first choice, it should be fine.
Yeah. I'll just skip all the story bit here.
I think that's
Blah,
mostly
blah,
just the
blah.
main character. Oh, there might be some stuff.
I don't know. Oh, what's that? Ooh. Okay, right click is save, in case you didn't know.
Nice.
Does this work?
Oh.
Soundtrack for this is amazing.
Has anyone messaged Super Antlers, tried to summon him?
Ooh.
I have not yet. Super Antlers!
Then Jack said he might show up. I think that's it. So Super Antlers, Bonnie Kiwi, and Jack are the only ones we're waiting to hear back from.
Reading out the Super Antlers now.
Sorry, what?
I'm tweeting out the Super Antlers now.
Cool. And Sam, you got that straw poll ready for the route?
Just get it from the Twitter DMs because I'm having like major problems with my connection to the stream.
Okay,
Let me just
that's
get-
fine.
So, yeah. I'm gonna leave the voice chat for a hot second and I'll be back, okay?
Okay. Thanks, Triple G and Richard. Is the sound alright for you guys watching the stream?
I've muted mine, so.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
kind of
hearing
watching
double.
the comments to see.
Right.
I'm watching the comments on my phone.
Okay. That's a good idea, actually.
Yeah, I might do that too.
Makes
That's
it
not
easier if you only have one monitor.
Yeah. So Richard says the stream keeps on freezing for him. Are you guys having the same issue?
That's not good.
I am, yes.
Okay.
It's happening on my end too, but I think it's because I have so many windows open. But they're for reference for my
Yeah.
voices.
Oh well, it should still be fun as long as it doesn't freeze too often.
Yeah. Yeah, now it's like only a couple seconds behind.
Okay, cool.
Perfect. Yay!
Who's ready to do some voices, guys? And gals.
Oh, yes.
I think I'm gonna be the only female voice actress right now.
That's normal.
Nerisse- I think Nerisse said she's gonna come a little late, but
Alright.
oh well. I'll have to be creative.
You gonna attempt to do a female voice?
Probably.
No. Fantastic.
I'll just force all the guys to take up at least one female character.
know it.
Which one?
Which one is me? You don't know.
I have so
Managed to
many
get my
screen,
friend to watch.
so many tabs open on my phone trying to keep track of Discord and the list of who's playing who.
Have you managed to get the shop, or do you want me to retweet that?
If you wouldn't mind, I don't have it.
Okay,
Oh.
I'll be about 20 seconds at the most.
Okay, I mean we don't have to put it up right now since we haven't even like met any of the characters. Oh, never mind. Radex, you're doing Waltz, right?
Right, I've got Waltz, Hildair, and Mithras.
Okay, cool. I forgot to write down that you were taking Waltz, and I had a little bit of a heart attack. I'm like, wait, we don't have one person. And then I just need a Knight C. Because we have Knight A and Knight B, and Man A and Man B, but we don't have Knight C.
I'll do Knight C and Knight A if you need.
Okay. It's a very, very small part, so.
That's fine.
Oof. That cover all the parts?
All the male characters, yeah.
Okay, that's good.
I have
Perfect.
several female characters, if anyone wants to take one of those.
What are they again?
There's Delora, who's the good witch. There's Emma Lane, who's the main character's stepsister. Jurian, the female knight. Bria.
Sure, I'll be that one.
You'll be the female knight? Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Female Knight, Rod, and Headguard. For myself.
Okay, cool. Let me write that down real quick so I don't forget.
Okay.
And then Bria, who only appears in one route. Woman A, Woman B, Maid A, Maid B, and Shop Owner, and I can do those parts. They're small parts.
Sounds good.
Is Ant there yet?
No.
Nope.
He lied. He said 2 seconds. That was more than 2 seconds ago.
That was like 2 minutes ago, I think.
Closer to 10 minutes. Oh well.
I'm yelling at him on Discord right now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Looks like Bonnie Kiwi is busy recording. Probably forgot.
Okay.
Oh well. So we'll just go on without him. But I think we can wait for Ant.
Is that my keyboard being heard?
Maybe.
Oh. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize it was going to be that loud. Oh no.
Hey Richard, were you planning on doing a voice?
Who's dropping things?
Nobody?
Not you, I'm guessing?
No.
Oh,
No, I didn't
okay.
drop anything.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, one is almost here. It says Ant.
Okay. He's taken a very long time, isn't he?
Yep. Tisk tisk.
Right. Mel, I've just tweeted you the straw poll link.
Gonna grab a glass of water real quick. Probably gonna need it.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Oh boy.
Okay, so I put up a push to talk thing so that my keyboard doesn't overpower everything.
That's good. Just don't be like me in prop hunt when I do the push the talk thing.
I'll try. This will also be good so that me coughing and clearing my throat doesn't overpower everything either. So.
Yeah.
Welcome, Super Antlers.
Terribly sorry about that.
Okay.
About
Slightly
time.
delayed due to the fact that I totally forgot about this. Sorry. Hey, so now that Lee's not here, who's playing Lee's part?
Can you guys hear me?
You.
Can you
Yes,
hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I couldn't hear myself. Radex is playing Lee's part.
Gotcha. I am Garland.
Yep. And
Well, one should start speaking like this then.
everybody ready?
Who's
Yes, I
playing?
am ready.
Yeesh.
Okay. Let's go ahead and start then. I'm gonna skip the
okay.
tutorial. What were you gonna say?
I'm still stuck on the tutorial.
Skip the tutorial.
Rapidly clicking.
Oh, was I supposed to? Oh, yeah, I forgot to download this as well.
That's alright, you can just watch it off the stream if you want. There might be a little bit of a lag.
Is
It's
my voice too loud?
fine.
I think
Your
your voice is fine.
Okay.
Is this on Steam?
Yes.
Yes, it's on Steam.
Okay.
It's a real phenomenon.
Hopefully I can get it downloaded quickly enough.
It was a pretty quick download.
Awesome.
So some real quick rules, guys. Only use the voice chat for lines, just so we can keep it relatively quiet. And so you can use the Discord chat or the YouTube chat if you want to say something, like commentary. And let's try and keep it family friendly, which I think will be interesting.
I was not informed of this.
I didn't sign up for this.
Yes, you did.
I can guarantee that I will be family friendly.
Thank you.
Ditto.
At least one of the dragons will be family friendly.
Yay!
At least the critical miss guys aren't here to play off of each other.
Okay.
Oh, thanks, Devin. I thought you couldn't be here, Devin. Were you lying to me? Let me know when you're ready, Aunt.
Shall do. Sorry again.
That's okay.
Mel, you said there was a part that needed to be filled, right?
There are some female character parts that still need to be filled.
My friend has volunteered.
Okay,
He's
cool.
actually pretty good with voice acting as well.
Bring him on in into the Discord then.
One moment. Let me just get the invite.
Okay.
And what's the download like?
Currently, it's on 22%.
Yeah, it's not bad.
23.
Hehe.
24.
Okay.
25. This may take a while.
I can't remember which knight am I supposed to be.
The only red-haired one?
I would wish. And again, it's Genji that's playing knight.
So Knight A is Sam and Knight B is Das.
No.
And I'm also a Knight C.
Knight
Correct.
B is Genji. Genji is with you.
You're
Right,
gonna do
okay.
Genji voice.
Genji is knight.
Oh no.
Genji has sword. And then back to me. I just wanted to make sure that that worked. I wanted to try and make it seamless. It was all a ruse. It was all an excuse.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I knew which knight I was playing. I am really smart. I remember stuff.
Goblin. Mm. 48.
Hey, man.
So,
Oh, hello.
how are you all today?
Hey.
Pretty
Peachy.
good.
I am doing well.
Glad to hear it. Thank you for helping me out, Richard.
Mel, what parts did you want Lux to take over for?
Sorry, gotta keep switching it on and off. How many parts does he want?
I'll let him answer that.
You know, that's a very good question.
So the parts that are open right now are Delora, who is a good witch. There's Emma Lane, who is the stepsister of the main character. There's Bria. She has a pretty big part in one route, but she only shows up in one route. And the minor characters of Woman A, Woman B, Maid B, and a shop owner.
Ooh, decisions.
75%.
Almost there, yeah.
What's the name of the fairy again?
Of the fairy, the one that Das is Parfait,
Yeesh.
is I think how you are supposed to pronounce it. Parfait's the fairy, Dolores the witch.
Right.
Are you going to loudly say which voice, like which option you're going to choose,
Yes.
so that we can choose it too? Okay,
Yes.
fantastic. Good. 88.
Phoenix Souls says happy birthday, by the way, Mel.
Oh, thank you.
Don't think I'm gonna make it to stream.
Oh, and if the Bonnie Kiwi doesn't show up, we're gonna have another part open of Fritz, who's one of the guys, one of the main 5.
Oh, splendid.
Thanks,
If needs be,
Ashley.
I could do Fritz.
Much appreciated. Oh, hey, Addison. Thanks for showing up. We're just waiting for someone to download the game.
Oh, look, it's downloaded. Hooray.
Okay, everyone ready to start?
Eyes are...
Yep.
Sure.
Okay, so we're going to skip the tutorial.
Okay.
Didn't mean to skip all that, but that's okay. It's just backstory anyway. We want to get into the dialogue.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Yes, the
Okay.
dialogue is the most important
Stop.
part.
Don't know why I did that. That's not what I wanted to do.
Oh dear.
Okay, I'm gonna try that again. Actually, I need to
Did you
find-
just skip literally everything?
Yes, I don't know why.
Oh dear.
That went well.
It was perfect.
Okay, so main menu. Okay, let's see if it decides not to skip everything.
I think you've got a left click for it to just scroll
Okay.
through one.
I'll go and read through the backstory. Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there were 2 crystals. One was the crystallum Lucius, protected by the ruler of the fairies. The other was the crystallum Tenebrarum, which was watched over by the high leader of the witches. The Lucius was sustained by love, happiness, and joy. The Tenebrarum by fear, anger, and hatred. The fairies and witches lived in harmony with the humans of the kingdom. They regulated the powers of the crystals in order to maintain balance between darkness and light. For there can be no joy without sadness, no courage without fear. The kingdom was at peace for a time. Then one day, a traveling bard decided to write stories, tales of the magic and wonders of the kingdom. He named these stories fairy tales. In fairy tales, the light always emerged victorious, and true love was the usual reward. The fairy tales spread further than could have been predicted. The humans of the kingdom began to believe that fairy tales were true, and that the magic of the witches was inherently wicked and cruel. The witches became hated and feared. Eventually, they were hunted like animals. The witch hunt. The high leader of the witches, in all of her anger, created the fairy tale curse. You think we are wicked? So be it. Just as you have taken our happily ever afters, we shall take yours. The witches used the fairy tale curse to attack humans indiscriminately, ultimately throwing the kingdom into chaos and darkness. The ruler of the fairies, the Lucius Bearer, sought to regain peace. But the witches were blinded by their hatred for humans, who were responsible for the witch genocide. A terrible war, the Great War, began. Eventually, the Tenebrarum Bearer, the high leader of the witches, was finally defeated. The Tenebrarum was lost, peace was restored, and the light once again triumphed. But darkness can never fully disappear. It waits in the shadows, patient for when its time will inevitably return. Okay, now we can start. My name is Lucette Riella Breton, daughter of King Gennaro Breton III. I am the crown princess of the kingdom of Angiel. At least, that was who I used to be. But that was before yesterday, when I became a victim of the infamous fairy tale curse. Everyone has forgotten my birthright. Now, I am nothing more than a lowly peasant. I feel like I'm stuck in a nightmare. But no, this is my reality now. I still have no idea what I must do to break the curse. I close my eyes and remember that day. It had started out like any other day. Have you heard? Another person was cursed. I'm on my way to the dining hall for breakfast when I stop and listen to the sound of hushed voices. There are two maids standing next to each other with brooms in hand. These two are slacking off again. That's terrible. What fairy tale curse was it? They say it was Pinocchio. Pinocchio? The fairy tale with the lying boy whose nose grows longer? That's awful. You know, more and more people have been getting cursed lately. You think those wicked witches are up to something again? I thought the fairy tale curses would stop after you-know-who was defeated. You two were hired to work, not talk. We're sorry, Your Highness. As can only be expected from the likes of them. Another fairy tale curse. The fairy tale curse started spreading even before the Great War began. I do not have much interest in its effects, even now. After all, most humans probably deserve to get cursed. The victims are weak. NGL would be better off without the dead weight. If it were up to Mother, the cursed would have been banished from NGL the instant they fell prey to it. But Mother is not here anymore. And she will not come back. Ever. Princess, the king and queen are waiting in the dining hall. I'm on my way. The king, Ophelia, and Rod are all present in the dining hall. Someone is conspicuously missing, but I ignore their absence. So Janky is supposed to be the king, so someone else might have to fill in.
Good morning, Lucette.
Good morning, Your Majesty. Good morning, Lucette.
Lucette,
Ophelia. Ophelia Widensov. Every day I wonder why my father, the king, married a lowly baker. She could never be a true queen, for she pales in comparison to Mother. I take my seat next to the king, then look up at the person sitting opposite me. Rod Benedict Widensov, my stepbrother, is bored and quiet as usual. He is 2 years my junior and the younger of Ophelia's children. He is mute and uses a plush bunny to voice his thoughts. It was apparently given to him by a fairy. He minds his own business and is easy to deal with. But his older sister... My eyes go to the empty seat beside him. She is probably the most infuriating person I've ever had the displeasure of knowing. I guess I'm Emmeline. I feel like I'm doing like the whole thing right now. Anyway, we'll get to the good parts later. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna do the same voice for everything. I'm so sorry I'm late. I was reading and forgot the time. And here she is. Good morning, dear father, mother. Good morning, Rod. And good morning to you, Lucette. Lucette. It's a beautiful morning, isn't it? Emmeline Widensov, Rod's elder sister and my stepsister. She acts as if we are blood, as if she too were born a princess. As if she could be crowned a princess, perhaps steal my place. I will never let that happen.
Now that everyone is here, let us begin.
Butlers glide inside with silver trays to carefully serve us breakfast. So, Emmeline, you were reading the fairy tale books that the king brought you? Oh yes, there are so many and they are all so wonderful. Thank you so much, Father.
I am happy that you like them.
I love them. It's so strange that the library didn't have any of them to begin with. That is because Mother hated them. She had all the books burned. But why? They are such charming stories. Fairy tales mislead humans into believing they can have things they do not deserve. Fame, riches, love, happily ever afters. And when their wishes do not come to fruition exactly as they wanted them to, the humans blame the witches for granting them in the first place.
What are you implying about witches, Lucette?
The atmosphere shifts, the air in the room growing heavy. I continue to eat. Perhaps witches are not responsible for the evil in this world. Perhaps humans are the cause of their own downfall.
Have you any idea what you're talking about, child? Witches have caused nothing but pain and suffering to this kingdom. Even now, they still spread fairy tale curses to our innocent subjects.
The truth is, I know very little about the time the witches had free reign over Angiel. I was very young then, and Mother forbade me to leave the palace, sometimes even my room. I know nothing of these people's supposed pain and suffering. Mother kept me away from everyone, and so I cannot bring myself to care. How do you know the cursed are innocent?
Our people have been toiling day and night to rebuild NGL after the Great War. Our people are the kingdom's foundation, and I am endlessly grateful for their determination and resolve. Every day I wonder what your mother taught you about.
Leave Mother out of this. Dear, please. Lucette, darling, your father didn't mean to. I am not one of your children, Ophelia. I do not need your sympathy.
Lucette, you will show your mother respect.
She is not my mother. I set down my fork and knife and stand up. I am done. Excuse me. My father and I have never got on, but our relationship has significantly worsened since he married the baker. My father, the king. It has been 17 years, and I have never felt any love from him. He treats Emmeline and Rod, who only entered our life 1 year ago, like his own children. Better than he has ever treated me. This has been my life ever since Mother passed away 4 years ago. Mother was the only one that was there for me when no one else was. If it wasn't for the accident during the Great War, she would still be here. Okay, this is Fritz, whoever's filling in for the Bonnie Kiwi.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Why the sour face so early in the morning, princess? Let me guess, it's the king, the queen, or Prince Emmeline. Or is it all of them?
I ignore his question. Fritz, what are you doing here so early?
I'm running some errands for my father.
Fitzgerald Aidan Leverton, son of the highest knight of the Order of Caldera. His father, Sir Alcaster, has served the royal family for many years. Sir Alcaster is one of the king's most trusted advisors. 3 years ago, Fritz was assigned the honor of becoming my personal knight. His presence is the only company I can tolerate nowadays. You should wait in the throne room then.
Thank you. Princess?
Yes?
You know, I haven't seen you smile once since I met you.
Why is that of any importance?
Still, I do hope to see you smile one day, Princess. Well, I won't take up any more of your time. I'll see you at 10.
10?
Don't tell me you've forgotten.
Forgotten what?
You're going to town today, remember?
I deflate as the realization dawns upon me. It has been 2 days since the king issued the order.
Lucette, I would like you to accompany Evangeline on one of her town outings.
Surely you could send maids with her instead.
I would not have requested you to accompany her if I was going to send her with her maids. I want you to make an effort to get along with your sister.
Stepsister.
She is your sister, and you will treat her and Rod as if they were your own blood. 2 days from now, you are going to accompany Evangeline outside. It has been 4 years since you last left the palace. Ever since then, you barely leave your room. Angeline was the grip of the war back then, but now the kingdom is safe and back to its former glory. I want you to see how beautiful it is, Angie. I want you to see how beautiful Angeline really is. Lucette, a princess must know her kingdom. Go with Evangeline, and that you only ever see through your windows.
Is that an order?
If it needs to be. Are we clear? Lucette?
Understood. The last time I left the palace was 4 years ago, when the king took me with him to check on the people after the Great War had ended. I shake my head, removing myself from the memory. I am safe here.
Princess, are you alright? It won't be that bad. The townsfolk are good people.
How can you be so sure?
Times have changed. People change.
That is precisely the problem. Mother never changed. Mother loved me until the end.
Sometimes change is for the better, Princess. I think you'll see that today. If you'll excuse me, I shall see you later.
Delora, do you think witches are capable of bringing back the dead? I wish you could talk to me, you and the others. My dolls are my only friends. They are the only ones I can trust. Unlike humans, they will never betray me. They will never hurt me. They will always be there for me. The moment I saw Delora, I knew she was special. She was different, so elegant and realistic, it was almost as if she was breathing. She was a gift from the king on my 17th birthday. I only started receiving dolls from him when Mother passed away. Mother does not believe in birthday celebrations. But every year, at midnight, a letter would appear under my door. It would contain instructions leading me through the palace on an adventure to a room filled with gifts, cakes, and sweets. A child's dream. I had been fascinated by the dolls, which had always held a little greeting card. A card with the words, "I love you" on it, signed by M. The card would tell me to keep those celebrations a special secret, but I didn't need to be told that. Mother always found a way to show me she still cared. In her own way. The secret celebrations had stopped as soon as she had disappeared. Yes? Excuse me, Your Highness, the king has requested your presence. This better not be another lecture. Tell him I'm on my way. I will see you later, Delora. Mithros.
Oh. Good morning, Your Highness.
Sir Mithros. Sir Mithros, the royal advisor. Father trusts him a great deal, just like he does Sir Alcaster.
Every day you look more and more like your mother.
I sometimes find Sir Mithros talking to Mother's portrait when he thinks no one is looking. He must have admired her a lot, but I cannot bring myself to think highly of him. There is something about him that puts me on edge.
Are you on your way to see the king? I shall not keep you then. Until our next meeting.
Your Majesty.
Lucette, are you ready? You will enjoy this, Lucette. I've heard the toy shop has lovely dolls. This will be good for you. You will get to know your sister better, and you will be able to interact with people of Vangeal about our subjects.
I will not learn anything I do not already know.
Why do you always believe that the people around you are incapable of good?
Because I have seen how quickly people will betray and manipulate each other to get what they want. Mother warned me about human nature.
You do not see clearly, Lucette. If you would only open your eyes, you would be able to see how good people really are.
I believe I am already quite capable of seeing the true nature of people. After all, I have seen that there is no good in you.
Lucette,
Where were you when I needed you 4 years ago? Where have you been ever since? Back then, I'd been overflowing with grief and pain. I'd just lost Mother, my entire world. I'd hoped that maybe then he would have shown me love and compassion. Even just a hug to let me know someone was there. It had been a childish hope. I had been left alone. I did not see him for months, had barely even heard his voice. You cannot rely on anyone but yourself. You cannot trust anyone but yourself. This is what you have taught me, Your Majesty.
I know that I've hurt you, and I know that there is nothing I can do to atone for what I did. But please, Ophelia and her children are not a part of that.
In the end, they still matter more to him than I ever did.
Lucette?
Enough. I've already said I will go.
Everyone is waiting outside.
I shudder at the thought of leaving the palace after so many years.
Lucette, it will be okay.
How can you be so sure?
Thank you for agreeing to accompany Evangeline.
I would not disobey an order from the king. Excuse me. Is Jack here? I guess not. I'll take this one then. Hello, how can I help? Viorka. Emmeline. Princess Emmeline. How good to see you. I trail Emmeline, ignoring her as she embraces her friend. I glance around the small shop. The dolls displayed are nowhere near the quality of the ones in my room. I cannot understand why Emmeline insisted she buy gifts for her friends here. I cannot believe I am outside the palace.
I'm really sorry, I kind of skipped that line.
Okay.
There's no need to be so tense, Princess.
I would never let anything happen to you. Your only job is to relax and enjoy yourself.
You ask the impossible of me. There's no need to be so formal, Viorka. I'm still the same as I was. Oh yes, Rod's come along as well.
It's been a while, Viork.
It's good to see you again, too, Rod. And I must introduce you to Her Highness, the Crown Princess Lucette. The look on Viorica's face as she takes a step back from me is all too familiar. Fear. My apologies for being so rude, Your Highness. Good morning. And this is Sir Fitzgerald, Sir Alcaster's son.
It is a pleasure to meet you, my lady.
Oh, you're Sir Fitzgerald. You really are as handsome as Emmeline described in her letters.
I'm sorry?
Please don't mind her, Sir Fitzgerald. I'm sorry, Emmeline.
Right.
So, what brings you all the way here? Oh, I'm here to get some toys. Gifts for some new friends. Toys from here? Are you sure? Of course I am. I cross my arms. I'd prefer we finish this errand as quickly as possible. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, Your Highness.
Princess.
I can barely breathe in here. I just want to go back to the palace. This is Karma.
Good morning.
Up until this point, I had always considered Mother to be the fairest beauty in the land. The lady that walks in proved me wrong. Her beauty is mesmerizing and clearly without peer. Everyone in the shop is openly staring. Oh, you're early today, ma'am. I have some
important...
Good.
I have some important errands to run later today. Are the items ready now?
Oh, of course. Let me go and fetch them for you. I'll just be one moment, Emmeline. Why is she smiling at me? Here you are, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ah, that lady was beautiful. Right? Any girl standing next to her becomes hopelessly ugly by comparison. Who is she? She's new around town. Some say she's a fairy. A fairy? Fairies had saved Angiel from the witches 4 years ago. Everyone considered them our saviors. And yet the fairies are still unable to stop the fairy tale curse from spreading. Here you go. Thank you so much. No, thank you, Viorica. I hope to drop by again soon. Good. I will look forward to seeing you again. I hope to see you again soon as well, Rod.
Likewise.
Leaving the palace was a bad idea. While I am out, I am the center of attention. Some townsfolk point and stare at me. Most, however, make a point of avoiding me, like I'm the plague. There are some spiteful stares, but thankfully, none are nearly as intense as they were 4 years ago. I'm sure the townsfolk are only surprised to see you again after so many years. Right. Fritz and Rod lag behind us, which leaves only Emmeline walking beside me. I cannot decide which is worse, the staring or her company. Oh, Lucette, look, a street performance. It's been so long since I last watched one. Street performance? Here's Waltz.
Good day, everyone. My name is Walt, and I'm here to spread some happiness and magic.
The boy named Walt snaps his fingers, and colorful flower petals start to rain down from the sky. Isn't that pretty, Lucette?
And are those princesses over there? It is an honor to have you in my audience. Please, accept this humble gift.
He snaps his fingers, and white lilies appear in his hand. Oh, thank you. The boy looks at me, as if expecting some kind of reaction. When he gets nothing from me, he sighs and gives me a wry smile.
I hope to see you again. During my next show, perhaps?
We'll definitely try. He gracefully bows before moving back into his area to perform more magic tricks for a gathering crowd. Just a second, guys. Nerese Johnson is about to join. Just gotta send her the Discord link. So how's everyone enjoying it so far?
I'm liking it so far. It's very elegant and classy.
I had
It's
only
very
3
good.
lines. I'm fine.
Really enjoyable.
Cool.
It's pretty fun.
Hopefully it'll be a lot more fun once we get into more of the dialogue. It's been mostly like intro and stuff right now. But
Nerese has gone into the wrong audio server.
Yep.
oh,
Daisies.
We're gonna have another dragon.
Whoop, whoop.
Hello, Nerese.
Just want to say that beginning bit with her father was really tense.
yeah.
I
Oh
agree.
god, yeah.
Yep. This isn't really a light and fluffy game. There will
No,
be
it is not.
death.
Oh,
Oh,
Cooking
no.
for feels.
Delightful.
Oh yeah, always.
In just a quick update, I've got about 9 seconds roughly lag.
Oh, okay.
9
liking
seconds isn't
everybody's
too
voices
bad.
so far.
Nerese, are you in yet?
She is here, but she does not speak.
We'll keep going while we wait for her to... Just speak up whenever you can, Nerese. There are performers like this all over Angiel. I love them. Maybe someday we'll get to see some musicians too. Those are my favorite. I do not intend to leave the palace again. But you don't like it out here? Rod and I grew up here. I love Angiel, and this is my favorite part of the kingdom. I wanted to share this with you, Lucette. I know you didn't really want to come, but you still tagged along. That means a lot to me, so thank you. I did not do this for you. I am only here because the king ordered me to go with you. I just want us to be closer, Lucette. I would like to try and be your friend. I do not want or need your friendship. No matter how you act around me, we are not and never will be sisters. I'd take care to remember that if I were you. But Rod suddenly grabs my hand, pulling me away from Emmeline.
Stop.
He's staring daggers at me. I think this is the first time I've ever seen him angry. Rod, don't. Let me go. Both of you ought to stay away from me. I feel the heavy atmosphere as I turn to look at the people staring at us. Their expressions mirror the look of disdain I saw years ago. Anger, disgust, hatred. I begin to walk away.
Princess, wait!
Don't follow me.
Princess.
I adjust my cloak, making sure my face is hidden from view. I never should have left the palace. As I walk around, I watch the people bumbling down the streets. So carefree. They work so hard for so little reward. They could work their entire lives and never have a fraction of what I have. And yet, they are happy. And I heard a niece lost her job at the palace. It's true. Crown Princess Lucette made sure the poor girl was fired. I stopped in my tracks at the mention of my name. Not again. Anise, was that the name of that one maid that tore Delora's dress? If so, my decision to fire her was justified. A palace maid cannot be clumsy. Why should I tolerate poor performance? What did I do that was so wrong? I know that Anise, hardworking and big-hearted, very good with medicine. It's a shame she lost her job so quickly. You know how hard the Crown Princess is to please. My friend at the palace says she doesn't even smile, only goes around with that cold look on her face. That's probably why they call her the Ice Princess. Ice Princess. So all those times I heard the servants saying that, I'd always suspected they were talking about me. She's the complete opposite of our Princess Emmeline. That child's an angel. We all know she should be Crown Princess. Annoyance begins to simmer inside me. I cannot stand hearing anymore, so I walk away. Ever since Emmeline entered my life, I am always being compared to her. And now, I have become second best. I am Lucette Riella Breton, daughter of King Gennaro Breton III and the Crown Princess of the Kingdom of Angiel. I am of royal blood. She is nothing.
There you are. Princess, you must come back with me. It is getting too late for you to remain outside. Princess? Are you alright? Are you hurt?
I brush him off and turn away. No need to fuss. Let us return to the palace. Leaving the palace was physically and mentally draining. My bed is welcoming to my unusually heavy body. I turn my head and meet Delora's glassy gaze from where she sits on my shelf. I left the palace today, Delora. It was the same as all those years ago. Everyone looked at me like I was... What have I ever done to deserve those looks? How can I be so hated? Ice Princess. I wish Mother was here. I look at the smiling faces of my dolls. At least I still have all of you. I yawn and stretch my arms. Good night, Delora. Was someone else voicing Delora?
I think Das was.
Yeah. Nefera.
Okay, I'll do Delora then.
Do you want me to do Delora?
Sure, if you
I'll
don't
use
mind.
Delora.
Okay,
Yeah.
whoever wants to.
Luxie Fox, you do it. Or whoever just
Alright.
said they'll do it.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Singing? But who?
Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
I blink my eyes open, only to see Delora sitting right in front of me on my bed. Moonlight spills across her delicate features. Delora?
Sorry, I hit
It's
the
okay.
button. How I wonder what you are.
Wasn't she on the shelf with all the other dolls when I went to bed? Laura?
It's almost time.
I pinch my cheeks to make sure I'm not dreaming. It hurts.
Only 10 minutes before the clock strikes 12.
I hope you're ready, princess.
What? My doll just turned into a human. How? Who are you?
You know who I am. I've been watching you since the day your father gave me to you.
What is happening? I don't think I've ever been so confused in my life.
All the answers will come with time. But right now, I'm here to give you something, princess.
Is this...
Cinderella's very own glass slipper.
It is beautiful. Too beautiful. Then a realization begins to dawn upon me. You're a witch!
Smart girl. I knew you'd figure that out eventually. Now, it's time to say goodbye to your precious crown.
What?
Sweet dreams, Cinderella.
And we finally made it through the intro. Gonna take a quick break to drink some water.
That was just the intro.
That was such a long intro.
Yeah, it's a really long chapter 1, I guess. I think that was chapter 1, not prologue, hopefully.
Oh wow, that was long.
I am loving this so far.
Yeah, we're definitely not gonna get through the whole game tonight, but...
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
no.
fine.
That'll be a good thing because I don't have too long.
yeah.
And it's 1:47 in the UK.
Oh God.
Yeah.
AM?
UK represent.
Yep.
Yep.
Well,
I am so
you
sorry.
guys can let me know if you need to leave.
Oh, I'm fine. I ain't got a job. It's cool.
Oh wow.
same.
All right,
Until
then.
Monday.
I'll just go in late. I don't mind.
Just a second.
Yeah,
Going up.
yeah, Nerys has been having some difficulties getting his voice yet.
Okay. Bonnie Kiwi just answered on Twitter, so I'll see if I can bring him in.
Wow, Antlers. Just wow.
That's technical advice. It's as technical as I get, good sir.
Oh boy.
And how is everyone watching enjoying the story so far? Some wonderful performances.
I'll say.
Oh yes.
Mainly by like 4 of us.
Oh, when is Genji voice?
Never.
When does Night B coming? Genji want to do something.
Addison, is your ghost haunting you again? Kieran, if you're still there, join the Discord. Just try not to get possessed, Addison.
This is why I have the Winchester's numbers on speed dial.
Oh, everybody make sure you're dropping a like on the stream if you're enjoying what you're seeing. Or hearing, I suppose.
Thanks. That would be much appreciated.
And for more from Cinderella Phenomenon, make sure you subscribe.
That too.
Yes, that too.
Thanks, guys. Doing
And
my
also
job for me.
spamming to your people on Twitter. That also helps.
Oh yeah.
Also, the bell. Ring the bell. Gingy like it when you ring the bell. Giggity. Must be family friendly. Must be family friendly.
Yes, this is
That's
a
the mantra.
family-friendly stream.
Gingy is not.
So make sure you
family-friendly.
no swear and no sexual jokes.
Oh. Gingy messed up, didn't he? My bad. Mother.
Otherwise, I'll give a stern talking to.
Oh god, it's another lecture.
Gingy
Yes.
like stern.
Be very, very scared of the lectures.
Not gonna lie, I got kind of like an anchor in my throat when I have to play the dad.
Yeah.
He's just all lecture, and I can't stand that. Like, I felt like I was the one being lectured.
The king doesn't really act like much of a father. He just acts like a king to his own
Yeah.
daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really sad.
There's a reason for that. You'll find out later.
Oh, hello, subject. I mean, daughter.
Just to confirm, we're on where it says woman, hey, aren't we?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, Dragon
On
Age
my
Mom.
line, I accidentally skipped backwards.
I'm playing Fritz. Who am I also playing again? Oh, Garland, that was it.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Well, Kieran seems to have disappeared again. Kieran, are you there? Say something in chat or join the Discord. Otherwise, we're just gonna keep going.
Whom is playing woman?
Oh yeah, which woman is this woman?
Woman A,
It's
I guess. I can be that voice again.
What we do, lady, so you know you can at least rest your voice.
Sorry, what?
Would
Janky.
you like me to play the side part so you can at least rest your voice?
Okay, that'd be great. Greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Hey, Yankee.
Really liking everybody's voices so far.
Don't be saying that
Why, thank
when
you.
Rumpel turns up.
My voices are basically just normal and Valley Girl. Janky,
Yeah,
are you
Mine
gonna
is
do a
just
voice?
extremely British.
Yeah.
And mine
And
is
then
I
there's
don't know.
Genji.
Why, thank you. I like you.
That Genji voice, oh my gosh.
It's so great.
Let's keep
He's
going.
using
Since
markups.
we've got a while,
Yep.
or it's probably gonna be another long chapter. So
Okay.
It's getting on.
Hey,
Woman A.
wake up, girl.
Huh? Where am? Ow, my head.
You have some nerve sleeping in front of my shop. Leave before a customer sees you.
I was in my room. How am I here?
Did you not hear what I said, filthy child?
Filthy. You would speak to your crown princess in such a manner?
If you're the crown princess, then I'm the queen. You must have been knocked on the head quite hard to have such grand illusions.
I am not delusional. I am Lucette Riella Breton, blood daughter of King Gennaro Breton III and the crown princess of Angiel.
Right. The king never had a daughter with that witch.
Is she referring to mother? Witch?
Don't pretend to be stupid, girl.
I can only stare at her, puzzled.
Our good king only has stepchildren, Princess Evangeline and Prince Rob. And you are most definitely neither of them.
What?
Now get gone before you go starting your crazy gibberish at my customers and scare them away.
With a huff, she leaves me to my own rapidly turning thoughts. I quickly realize that I'm wearing tattered clothes and that I do not even have shoes on. No, no, no. This cannot be happening. Something shines against my chest and I reach up to grab it. It all floods back. Delora being a witch. Cinderella's glass slipper. This is not a dream. Delora gave me the fairy tale curse. My hands begin to tremble. I must return to the palace to speak with the king. Let me in.
Sorry, girl, but this place is off limits to uninvited guests.
You do not understand. I am Crown Princess Lucette Riella Breton. I must speak with my father. As loath as I am to call him that, I have to. No one will believe me if I'm addressing him by title.
You best leave now, nice and quiet, before we have to force you.
If you would only...
Make way for the king!
The gates swing open and 3 horses trot out. Soldiers ride 2 of the horses, while the last horse has a different, familiar rider. Father! I immediately move to block the path of his horse. The soldiers move to hold me back.
Your Majesty.
What is this?
Your Majesty, this girl is claiming to be your daughter.
Daughter?
Hello?
Both of my
Nerys.
stepchildren are in the palace right now.
Just a second. Nerys, are you in now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Would you like to... You're gonna be the barmaid, right?
That's right.
And would you also like to be do the part of the stepsister, Emmeline?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
I'm watching on stream, so
Okay.
is it
You
live?
might want to turn her mic up a little bit.
Turn her mic up.
Yeah, if you like right click on her name and then just put the volume up slightly.
I don't think I can do that from my end on my phone. Can one of you do that?
It only
I think
affects
it's- I
did it.
cars, I think.
Yeah. Oh, which knight am I again? I can't remember.
Should have worked. I think I did it.
You asked which knight you are?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Okay, knight A is Sam, knight B is Das Dragon.
Ah. Oh, okay.
Now I can't remember which one of you was playing knight C as well.
Me,
Okay.
but someone jumped in at both 90 and C. So from now on, it's going to be a bit laggy.
It's a little confusing keeping track of everyone. Oh well.
No
Let's
worries.
keep going. What? Even Father is a part of this? Father, you must help me. A witch has cursed me. For once in your life, just once, help me. You must believe me.
Tell me, where is your family, child? Why are you all alone?
He looks at me with pity in his eyes. He is looking at me more kindly as a peasant than he ever did when I was the crown princess and his daughter. I recoil.
You must be hungry. Here, take this. This should feed you and your family for a day or two. The kingdom offers work opportunities to those who need them.
I do not want your pity. Father,
Please escort this girl back to her home. Make sure she gets there safely.
knights?
Luxie and Das.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I watch as my father and his 2 guards ride away on their horses, leaving me to stand in their dust. He left me alone. again.
Now he's Luxie.
Where's your home, girl?
There is nowhere left for me to go. Father has forgotten me. Leave me.
Might be.
Now look here. Our orders were to...
Leave me alone.
Suit yourself. Can't say we didn't try.
Don't cause any more scenes, little girl.
I watch with bleary eyes as the soldiers return to the palace. How can this be happening? I stare at the small pouch in my hands. I do not know what hurts more. The fact that I have just been unceremoniously paraded away from my home like I'm nothing more than a piece of garbage. Or the fact that my own father does not recognize me. Oh, look at that girl's hideous dress. How difficult it is to be poor. I clutch the pouch closer to my chest as I run to an empty alley. I huddle in a corner, trying to become as small as possible. I squeeze my eyes shut, hoping that when I next open them, everything will be back to normal. A dream? And this is Hildur. Hildur is mother.
Oh, is that me?
Yep. I think so.
Oh. No matter what happens. Yes.
Why?
The world is cruel. People will only ever hurt you.
But they're always so nice to me.
That is only because you are a crown princess. They will only ever think. I am trying to protect you, my love. That is why you must never leave the palace. Never leave Mother. I love you so much. You understand?
I understand. Oh, now we're getting to chapter 1.
Finally.
When I open my eyes, I am still in the streets. I must have fallen asleep, but the nightmare continues. I am cold in my rags. I hold myself for warmth, willing some of the cold away, but fail. My feet are numb and in pain, caked in a dirt that I have gathered from walking barefoot around town. Well, there's a frightful sight. Beggar probably thought she could try her luck with the nobility that live around here. Just look at how ragged she looks. What are you looking at? At two women that lack the basic manners of a noble upbringing. Silence, girl. Do you know who you're talking to? No, and I don't care. What nerve. Let's just go. There's no reason to stoop to a commoner's level. I will remember you, and once I break this curse, I will make you regret your words. I become acutely aware of the fact that I've not eaten anything for almost a day. I've been sitting here, thinking on the new mess that is my life. But moping around will not break my curse. Crying will not help either. So, audience, we're coming up on a choice here soon. And the choice is between left and right, so put in the chat, left or right. I should find that witch first, but how? I have no idea where she is. Delora, I swear I will make you regret doing this to me. When I find you, I will find food first. Is this all the king thinks I'm worth? Man A.
Give me a second, it's catching up.
Okay.
Leave girl. A dirty peasant like you has no place in this restaurant.
But why? I can pay.
Find another place. You're scaring away my customers.
Am I not a customer?
Shoo. There is nothing for you here.
He just swatted me away like a fly. The nerve. Sensing that this will get me nowhere, I ball my hands into fists and walk away. I get the same treatment at the next 3 restaurants I try. I'm greeted as something less than dirt, like my money has no real value. I am the crown princess. They have no right to turn me away like this. I've been eating stale bread, anything to keep the hunger at bay. The bread barely helps. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a small bakery. There are croissants on display that make my mouth water. Slowly, I begin to make my way over there. Ow! My feet ache with every step. They look and feel even worse than before. If only I had enough coins for a pair of shoes. But food is more important. If the rags that I'm wearing and the pouch of money are all that I have, then I need to prioritize. And I will die before I beg. 2 croissants. Whoever did the woman at the beginning of this part.
You'll need to pay, girl. There are no free handouts here.
I take a coin from my pouch and hand it to her. This should be more than enough. The shop owner stares at the coin before reluctantly taking it. She hands me 2 croissants in a paper bag.
I will not ask where you got those coins.
Are you implying that I stole them?
How should a beggar like you get that amount of coin? Now off with you, child. I won't have you scaring away any other customers.
Without another word, I turn and start to walk away from the woman. So this is the goodness of the people of Angiel. I take a bite out of one of the croissants, cringing a little at the dryness.
Hey girl.
What now?
We saw you at that shop. Want to share how you got your coins there?
Excuse me.
Look at her. Brushing is off. Like she's royalty. Or something.
Let me go.
You ain't no better than us. Now, be a good girl and hand over that pouch.
The man on my left grabs at my pouch and attempts to yank it away from me. I will not let these brutes take anything from me. I elbow the man in the stomach, then aim a kick at the other man's shin. I have an opening, and I take it.
What?
I pull myself free and begin to run as fast as I can.
Hey!
Where do I go? I'm not familiar with the streets at all. It's highly likely that I'm just going to hit a dead end. Where should I go? And the audience...
Right.
Tied.
Right had the most
So-
votes.
Oh, it did? Okay.
Which one? I don't want to mess up.
We went right. So
Okay.
Waltz is about to
Everyone go on to the right.
Going right.
talk. The boy is Waltz.
Who's playing Waltz?
I am. Hey, this way.
You're...
Oh, crap, hold on.
I think he said it, Mel. I think his mic's just cutting out.
Oh, okay. We'll just go on to the next line. How do you know who I am?
There's an... oh.
There's another one. Stop running, you two.
Oh, come on.
The boy grabs my wrist and pulls me after him. He takes off with a sudden burst of speed, and then I am running even faster than I just was. I'm not entirely convinced following him is a good idea, but at least the boy seems to have a better sense of direction than me. Oh. Our running causes rocks in the pathway to come loose. Before I notice them on my path, I step down hard on them. A sharp pain shoots up into my foot and I collapse onto the ground. It hurts.
Princess.
I try to stand, but the pain in my feet is unbearable. I fall back down into the dirt with a gasp. I can't.
We've got you now.
Just hand over your coins, and neither of you will get hurt.
I won't let you touch her.
Ha! Says the little boy.
And this is Karma.
Oh.
Well, well, well.
Except he's in man form right now. He's not cross.
I mean, well. Oh. So confusing. What is this ghastly sight before me? Two adults threatening a child and a lady? How very ungentlemanly.
What are the likes of you even doing around this neighborhood? You're asking to get fleeced.
Asking? Perhaps I'm in the mood for a scuffle.
The nobleman brandishes his sword, his expression confident, maybe even cocky.
Show me what you got, sirs. And please, don't bore me.
Who are these people?
I ain't dealing with this for the money. He's got a sword.
What? Come back here, you coward. The two of us. What? The two of us can take him.
I think your friend has the right idea. I'm not the type to show mercy.
This is way too much trouble for a little gold.
You're late.
Sorry, kid. You know how hard it is for me to be invisible around here. At ease, small one.
These two know each other? I don't even know what's going on anymore. I feel ill. My head is pounding and my feet feel simultaneously like they are frozen and on fire. My stomach rumbles, the hunger coming back with vengeance. My body feels light.
Hey, Princess. Princess!
Calm down. Parfait will be able to help her. But for now, we need to move before anyone else sees us.
Yeah. Don't worry, you're safe now.
Everything is fading. A dream?
What is that in your hands, Lucette?
It was hurt. I just wanted to help it, but it died. It's all my fault.
It's not your fault, my love. It died because it was weak.
But...
This is the world, Lucette. Only the strong survive to die. You are not weak. You are strong, my crown princess, and you do not cry. Liz, I don't want to see you cry again.
Yes.
Now, get rid of that thing and wash your hands. Did you not hear me, child?
Yes, Mother. Okay, Nerys, this is your part.
Sorry, lag.
You're okay.
Oh, you're awake.
Well, where am I?
Well,
This isn't my room. My hand flies to my chest, where the little glass slipper hangs from my neck. Still here.
are you okay, miss?
This girl is the maid that tore Dolores' dress. The one I fired for her clumsiness. Nerys, Nate can feed you the lines in the Discord chat.
Miss? Okay.
To think that I would meet her again like this. Leave me alone.
Right, of course. Here's some salve I made for you. It'll help with the pain.
Now what?
Haven't thought at all, have you, Ice Princess?
You. Suddenly, there she is. Dolores stands before me with a snide smile, looking happy with herself. She is the cause of everything I have been through. All the pain, heartache, and hunger. It is her fault. I try to stand, thinking to give the witch a piece of my mind, but as soon as my feet touch the floor, pain shoots up my legs. I end up falling back to the bed. Ow!
You should be more grateful to the girl you just scared away. She's been taking care of you for the past 2 days.
2 days? I've been passed out for 2 days? I'm suddenly vibrating with anger. Remove the curse. Now.
Ha! Do you think you can just command me to remove the curse in your best princess voice?
What do you want? Gold?
What I want is worth more than all the gold you can summon and yield, princess. Besides, haven't you read your fairy tales? The caster cannot take a curse back. You need to focus on breaking the curse yourself if you want your life back.
Mother burned the books before I could read more than one or two of them. I do not think either involved curses, just genies and trading away your voice for legs. This is Parfait.
Ah! It's good that you're awake, princess.
Parfait, should you really be up and about?
Don't fuss. I'm feeling much better.
Are you a witch as well?
Oh, no. My name is Parfait, and I'm a fairy.
A witch and a fairy in one room, being friendly with one another? Impossible.
Oh, look at her face. You weren't expecting that at all, were you, princess?
What is going on?
I'm sure you have many questions, princess.
How do you know that I am the princess?
Don't be silly. She's a fairy, of course she knows.
I promise we'll do our best to answer your questions.
I don't even know where to start. And so all
What
these...
would you like to know?
I'm just gonna go through all the questions. So why was I cursed?
Seriously, you're going to ask that?
I wouldn't have asked if I knew the answer.
You have such a temper on you. Very well, this one's got a simple answer. It's because you are a cold-hearted, cruel, wicked princess who deserves to be punished.
Delora.
A curse is the only way to force you to change your way.
Delora, you could have put that more nicely.
I'm pretty sure I was already being nice.
Change? Why do I need to change?
Are you completely unaware of how heartless you are to other people? The coldness you show to your stepfamily and your father?
The way you treat Princess Imalenkin, the person there.
Why would they need to be treated any differently?
You need to prove that you have some goodness in you, princess. Some smidge of kindness.
Why? People only show you kindness when they want something from you. The instant they get what they want, they'll just throw you away.
What else would you like to know? Sorry.
That's okay. What happens if I don't break the curse?
I think you know the answer to that one already, princess.
What else would you like to know?
How do I break the curse?
The necklace you've got is one of Cinderella's glass slippers. To break the curse, you must get the second slipper. Complete the pair.
And how do I do that?
By doing 3 good deeds.
What?
It's a very easy thing to do. At least for someone who knows how to be good.
3 good deeds? What does that even mean? I wouldn't even know where to start.
Take heart, princess. Goodness is innate in everyone.
Are you sure that's the case with this one?
Delora, you are not helping.
I'm a witch, and I think I have more goodness in my big toe than she has in her entire body.
Now, you're just being mean. For every good deed you accomplish, you will get a piece of the glass slipper.
When you've gotten all three, you'll complete the pair, and the curse will break. Simple.
I suggest you start by polishing that attitude of yours.
Well, that's what you'd like to know.
Why are you two working together?
To answer that, we'll have to give you a bit of a history lesson.
Oh, I've got this. Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there were two crystals.
Dramatics aside, there is one crystal in the kingdom called the Crystallum Lucis. It is powered by happiness and love. The other is the crystal Tenebrarum, powered by fear and anger. The strongest of the witches is a Tenebrarum bearer. The strongest of the fairies is a Lucis bearer.
Parfait is a Lucius bearer.
I take in Parfait's frail and sickly appearance. She is the strongest fairy.
The Great War greatly damaged me. My powers are a fraction of what they used to be. And with no child, I have no successor to my burden.
What does a bearer do?
The bearers regulate the energies of the crystals and keep the balance between darkness and light.
For centuries, the fairies and witches lived in harmony with the humans of the kingdom.
Until a certain human decided to be a pest.
Who was he?
I knew him as Hans Gabriele Grimm. He wrote the fairy tales.
And he started the feud between the witches and the fairies in the process.
How could a single person have so much power?
It was the power of his words. In Grimm's stories, the witches were always evil. The humans naturally grew to fear them and hate them. They began to hunt them.
Didn't the witches fight back?
We aren't allowed to use our powers to cause harm. But that all changed when the Tenebrarum bearer decided revenge was more important than our promise.
The witches took over the kingdom. They created the fairy tale curse to spread even more sadness and anger, to fill the human heart with negative emotions. All to fuel the power of the Tenebrarum. The delicate balance of harmony between the crystals was broken. The witches and the Tenebrarum grew far stronger than they were even meant to be. We had no choice but to fight. And then the Great War happened. The Tenebrarum bearer was eventually defeated. The Great War ended with the help of an unexpected ally, but many lives were lost. The good witches suffered.
This is Delora.
Oh. Sorry.
Yeah, fine. The good witches suffered horribly. We still have to stay hidden in hopes of having any kind of peace.
Are you trying to make me believe that there are good witches?
The Tenebrarum can poison a heart and mind into darkness and cruelty. The witches put themselves at risk in working with the Tenebrarum in maintaining harmony. Some inevitably are corrupt.
Many good witches were corrupt during the war. Most remain that way.
Many do not believe it, but witches can be just as kind as fairies, but not as much.
And yet, it wasn't a fairy that cursed me.
I've done good by cursing you, princess. You'll thank me when you've broken it.
Delora was not corrupted by the Tenebrarum. She's as good as they come. But not as good as me. Hopefully, you'll come to see that for yourself.
I doubt it.
Apart from my own inherent goodness, Parfait and I are working together because we have a common goal.
Which is?
I don't know. I mean, to restore the balance between darkness and light. Yeah, that one.
3 good deeds and I get my life back. Easier said than done. You said Cinderella, didn't you? Didn't she just go to a ball and find a prince? What does doing good have to do with that?
Going to a ball, finding a prince, it's also old-fashioned. No fun in that.
Cinderella is a girl with a pure heart. She's always willing to help others, even when they are cruel to her. Anyway, I have brought some clothes for you. I'll leave them on the table. We'll be waiting outside. There are some people I'd like you to meet.
I cannot believe this. I look down at my neatly bandaged feet. I have to admit that while sore, they are nowhere near as painful as what they had been 2 days before.
I'll jump on for this one. Here's some salve I made for you. It'll help with the pain.
Sorry, I'm here now. Here's some salve I made for you. It'll help with the pain.
Why would she even care? I was the reason she lost her job at the palace. Oh, she probably doesn't even remember that, or remember me, but still, she has no reason to do such things for me. I ignore the salve for the time being, and gingerly stand up, testing my feet for pain. The injury is definitely healing. I slowly walk over to the table and change into the clothes that have been left there. The dress is nowhere near as luxurious as the ones that I wear in the palace, but is still far improved from my rags. All my life I've never had to lift a finger, and now I will not let them see how much they have rattled me. I refuse to break. Just watch me. I will free myself from this curse. What is this place? There are several people in the room chatting amiably with each other. I noticed the girl that had left me the salve by the counter, serving drinks. But as soon as the people in the room notice me, the room falls into immediate silence. Well, look what we have here. The Ice Princess herself. Huh? They know who I am? I didn't think it was true.
Is that Manet?
Yeah, we'll just go with Manet.
No.
Curse for her cold-heartedness.
As to be expected. You remember who I am, yet you still treat me like this. Well, you aren't really a princess anymore, are you? You're one of us now, girl.
Everyone, please! You shouldn't be treating a newcomer like this. Princess, let me apologize. They mean no offense.
I cannot believe that. Not when the people Parfait is referring to simply smirk and shrug as I meet their gazes. What is this place?
Welcome to the Merchant Tavern, a home for those with the fairy tale curse.
You make it sound like some sort of holiday house.
It is. Don't ruin my moment, Delora.
I'll live for it.
Marchin. Tavern?
The Merchant Tavern was built 3 years ago, when the number of cursed in Angeal continued to rise. The goal is to gather those affected so they might help each other break their curse. Of course, I'm also here to provide help as necessary. Only the cursed and those allied with our cause can stay here. The evil and the wicked can never find this place.
Most of the people here are cursed? How come these people remember who I am?
The cursed are not affected by the conditions of someone else's curse. Your condition is simple. Everyone has forgotten you are the crown princess. But because these people here are cursed, they still remember your title.
It goes without saying that fairies and witches are also not affected.
Come, princess. Let me introduce you to the few boarders we have at the mansion.
Parfait beckons the serving girl over.
This is Anise. She helps out in the mansion and does most of the cooking.
I'm sure you understand why she's working here now. And I believe she deserves an apology.
Miss Delora, what are you talking about?
Now don't you worry your sweet little head over it. You don't remember what this ice princess did to you.
Huh?
I have nothing to apologize for. Clumsiness does not befit a palace maid. I only did what was necessary.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Princess. I'm Anise Whitlow. I hope we get along.
Awkward silence, really? This is how you're going to start doing good?
I don't believe I asked for your opinion.
Please, you two, no fighting.
I hold my tongue as Parfait leads me to the two people whose faces are incredibly familiar. There are faces I have seen in the palace before.
This is...
Jurian Valiente and Garland Belrot. And this is the female knight.
That's right.
Who was going to be the female knight again?
Me.
Okay.
How did you know? Sorry.
Both of you are in the Order of Caldera.
That's right.
They were two of Sir Alcaster's best knights. It was a big surprise when they both left a year ago. I only found out recently that it was because they acted against Sir Alcaster's orders. They were stripped of their titles and dishonorably discharged from service. What are you two doing here?
We help the fairies.
They and Anise are exceptions and are allowed in this tavern without the curse. Jurian and Garland lend us their strength to help protect the mansion.
Protect?
From the witches, they do anything to make sure the curses remain unbroken.
And what about you?
I'm the exception. Also, I'm good. You keep forgetting about the good part.
Remember, not all witches are evil.
Your curse is a test.
A test?
Originally, the wicked were cursed so that they could learn to change. The curses were meant to teach them a lesson. I'm hoping your curse will teach you a lesson too, Ice Princess. I really am only trying to help you.
I don't need you to show me how to change. I just want my life back.
Well, to do that, you'll have to break your curse.
Try and make some friends, Princess. They might be able to help you break your curse.
Oh, I'd love to hang around and watch the princess try and be friendly.
We have work to do, Delora.
You always ruin my fun. Fine. Try not to make any more enemies, Princess.
You know it, baby. You know it.
The instant Parfait and Delora leave the room, the temperature drops several degrees. Now that I'm alone, I feel the cold stares return. Disgust, contempt, as if I am the reason they are cursed and have to take refuge in the Marchen in the first place. Make friends? All I've ever had are my dolls. I've never needed friends. I'll break this curse on my own. I was told it was rude to stare. One man suddenly stands up, the anger apparent on his face. His hands clench and unclench into fists as he glares at me pointedly. Durian and Garland place themselves in front of me, shielding me from the man.
You know the rules. What happened in the past stays in the past.
And no one is allowed to harm anyone else in the Marchen. If you cannot comply, you are no longer welcome here.
Is this man B?
Sure, man B.
Yeah. Tis. No matter. The Ice Princess will get what's coming to her.
He throws one last glare my way before sitting down again.
Break the rules and you'll get what's coming to you. That goes for everyone here.
Durian's tone is cold and firm. There's no doubt that she means what she says. So these are the great knights of the Order of Caldera. The Marchen begins to settle down, and everyone eventually goes back to their conversations and meals. I walk toward an empty table, realizing that I am being deliberately ignored. I become immersed in my thoughts as I sit down. One thought, however, comes to me immediately. They hate me. They hate me somehow when I've only ever left the palace twice in my life. How did this happen? The only people who treated me with any respect were Anise, Durian, and Garland. Is it because they cannot remember who I am? Maybe being in the Marchen is not such a good idea. I doubt anyone here wants to help me break my curse. They'd probably rather see me suffer under its weight. 3 good deeds? How am I supposed to complete 3 when I do not know if I can even accomplish 1?
May I join you?
I look up and stare in shock at the beautiful lady from the toy shop. Her beauty still manages to take my breath away. What is she doing here? You were in the toy shop.
Ah, yes. I was there picking up some items for a friend. I am humbled you still remember me. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Miss Karma.
Your name is Karma?
I know, ironic, right? A suitable name for someone as beautiful as me, no?
Karma, your narcissism is gonna scare the princess away.
You are that magician boy.
Boy.
Oh, how appropriate. Boy.
Call me that one more time and I'll ruin that pretty face of yours.
You wouldn't hit a lady? How savage.
Anyway, I'm Waltz Cresswell, and I have the Neverland curse. What about you, Princess? What's your fairy tale curse?
Does everyone share what their curse is?
The Machin. The whole point is helping each other break our curses, after all. Hard to do that if we keep our fairy tales quiet, isn't it?
He pauses, then narrows his eyes slightly.
Well, some people keep their fairy tales a secret.
He eyes Karma briefly, cocking an eyebrow. The smile never leaves Karma's face. Has anyone managed to break their curse?
I've been told that a few have.
A few? That's not very reassuring.
Well...
I cannot particularly say that reassures me either.
What ails you?
What ails you, darling? Is it your curse? You can talk about it. Tell us what it is.
Cinderella.
Oh, goodness. Cinderella.
That explains the nature of your curse, only...
Riches to rags.
That's one way of putting it.
Karma, you're not helping. You're really better off ignoring him, Princess. He mostly speaks nonsense.
He?
Princess!
Parfait's voice takes me by surprise. I hadn't even noticed her entering the room again.
May I speak with you? I'd like you to meet someone, though I'm sure you already know him quite well.
Rod?
So you really are cursed.
I was the one that gave Sebi to Ra, so that he still had some way to voice his opinions.
Sebi?
Short for Sebastian. Cute, isn't it? Black Butler for the win.
It's nice to meet you, Princess. Sebi's voice changes when it greets me. The tone it uses is lower whenever it speaks for Rod. Perhaps that is what Rod's voice actually sounds like? Wait, if he remembers me, does that mean?
The mermaid's curse.
What?
That is my curse.
Rod has been mute all this time because he's cursed? Does everyone else know?
Obviously, they are my family.
Even the king?
He knows as well.
So am I the only one you never told?
I didn't think you'd particularly care either way.
He is not wrong. Yet I cannot believe I did not know. I was left out once again. What are you doing here?
I have been trying to help Rod with his curse. That is why he comes to the mansion from time to time.
But I don't even want... Anyway, I only came here today to confirm that you were truly cursed. I want to see it with my own eyes. It was a big surprise when I woke up one day and you weren't in the palace. An even bigger surprise when I found out no one remembered you.
It's been days since I was cursed. I wonder, how are things in the palace?
Livelier, happier.
Happier?
I've never seen my family happier than they are now. I'd say it's a good thing that you aren't a princess anymore.
I missed that last line. Wait, I can go back. Huh. I'd always thought Rod didn't really care about me regardless, but is this the truth? Okay, audience. Which one? So is this how you truly feel, or ...
That's
Ellipsis.
Dots.
Dotty dotty dot dot.
Shall we all sing a song in the meantime?
How about no?
I'll
No.
pass. Thanks.
Some of you guys are making it incredibly impossible for me not to laugh during your voices.
Oh god, it's
Can you-
great.
Can Genji?
Surely
I
not
mean that in the
mine.
best way possible.
That's why I'm on push to talk. I can't do voice chat.
Genji would like to sing.
Das and Lipsy definitely have a massive range of voices.
Bye, Triple G.
Oh yeah.
Who is this? I
Boy.
am Genji. Bye.
Bye, Golden Gaming Goddess.
Well, Addison says to talk about his feelings, and so does Dragonate's mom, so that's what we'll do. So is this how you truly feel? Does it have to be cursed for you to open up about how you truly feel?
The only reason I didn't say anything earlier was because Millie didn't want me to. I'm happier too now that you're gone. I don't have to pretend like you anymore. I'm going to return to the palace now.
I'm gone, and they're all happier.
Your very existence has been erased in the palace. They've never known you. That doesn't mean they're happy without you.
Even the king. What did I expect?
Huh?
Why did you bring me here? The people in the margin, they...
I shouldn't have left you alone in there. I'm sorry.
You knew how they felt about me. What have I ever done to them?
Now, isn't the right time to explain?
When will it ever be the right time?
So many things have already happened to you. I need you to be patient, Lucette.
Has the prince already left?
Yes! Yes, he has! Princess, we'll talk about this later. For now, you must focus on breaking your curse.
Did I miss something?
No?
You don't sound so certain. Right.
Maybe the fairy is right. I don't think I'm ready to find out how I made so many people hate me.
Well, Parfait, I think it's time we get down to business to defeat the Huns. No, wait. What should we do with her?
I think
What are
you
you
should
talking
make her
about?
red.
What are you talking about now?
You, of course. You've got nowhere to go, right?
She is right. I think back to the days I spent on the streets and shiver. I'll do anything, so long as I don't have to go back there.
Remember, this is PG, family friendly. The princess can stay at the margin with me and the rest of my boarders.
I'd almost forgotten what hope felt like.
But you'll have to work in exchange for a room.
I celebrated too soon. What?
Magic has its limitations, just like anything else. Money doesn't appear out of thin air, not even for a fairy, although I kind of wish. The mansion doesn't attract many customers, since only the cursed and a few others can enter. I sell my potions here and there, but I have several hungry mouths to feed, and my funds are tight. Just like something else.
I thought fairies lived in luxury. Parfait, are you broke?
Ouch. Even the Ice Princess can tell.
And yet you still take people in?
Well, that's always how Parfait operates. She's good-natured to a fault.
I'm told suffocating beneath my debt will be what kills me.
Why don't you just leave? I assume you make enough to take care of yourself.
Leave? Someone who's in need of help? I could never.
And that, princess, is how goodness works.
How goodness works?
It's not as if I accept freeloaders. All my boarders help me run the margin and do errands.
The princess has never worked a day in her life. I doubt she'll be useful.
If karma can be useful, anyone can. Although karma usually isn't, because karma doesn't work like that.
I've yet to see karma be anything but useless.
Exactly. Princess, you're more than welcome to stay if you're willing to help out.
It's the least you can do in exchange for a roof over your head and 3 square meals a day. Oh, and shoes. Definitely shoes.
Do I even have a choice? I toss and turn in bed, unable to fall asleep. The mattress is hard and the sheets are itchy, nothing at all like the bed I had in the palace. What I would give for my old bed again, for any of the comforts of home. I miss my dolls.
Lady Parfait! Lady Parfait!
I sit up immediately. What is going on? I leave my room to investigate. Some of the other marching boarders, Waltz, Jurian, and Garland, are sitting on the settee. I don't know. Looking anxious. Settee. Looking anxious. What's happening?
Sorry, did we wake you?
No, but the noises Garland was making would have woken the dead.
Jurian and I found an injured man while we were doing our rounds. We brought him here.
An injured man? Wait, what were you doing outside? It's almost 1 in the morning.
Nothing you need to worry about.
Lady Parfait and Anise are tending to the man now.
These people, will they just help anyone they find on the streets? What if this man is dangerous?
Do you think the witches got to him?
It's possible. We'll have to find out when he wakes up.
The next day, Parfait reveals that the man only suffered minor head injuries. She says that she expects him to wake soon. I look at the tray of food in my hands. Anise has asked me to bring it up to the stranger's room while she finishes the rest of her cooking. I would never have been asked to do this in the palace.
Goodness, what that poor tray done to you to deserve that look? I must say, it is odd to see the princess doing something nice for someone.
What do you want?
I have something to ask the man that was brought in last night. Seeing as you're being good enough to deliver breakfast, I thought I'd just tag along with you.
If you're going, just bring this tray up yourself.
You're not in any position to delegate your duties to me, Miss Lucette. Come on, our guest must be famished.
Seeing no way out, I followed Alora to the spare room the man had been put in. And this is Rumple.
Who's Rumple?
Sam.
No.
We have a rumble?
Come in.
I thought the man would have been old, but to my surprise, he looks young, probably in his early 20s. He seems lost in reverie as he stares at a small notebook.
Good morning. Good to see you're awake and breathing.
The man looks up at her when she speaks. The instant he sees us, his eyes widen. Why is he staring at us like that?
I guess?
I'm sorry, what?
I'm in heaven, or maybe... You two are angels that have fallen out a bit.
I see.
What can a humble gentleman like myself do for you lovely ladies? Ah, you could join me on this bed. It's very comfortable. And there's plenty of room for both of you.
Yeah, I think not. I'll follow your lead on this one, Princess.
Princess? Ah, of course. Such a beautiful lady. Could only be a princess. Look at the noble way you hold up the tray.
Okay, audience, should I throw the tray at him or stay silent?
I want to throw it at him. Can I throw it at him, please?
You should totally throw it at him.
Please throw it at him, please.
Okay, we're gonna
Where
throw
am
it.
I? I'm supposed to be in this room too. I got a word.
Can I throw the tray at him?
Delora.
I'm tempted to let you.
Spicy as well. Oh, be still my beating heart.
Huh?
Another lovely lady has entered my chambers. What?
Oh, he's awake.
Another lovely ladies in my chambers. I don't think my heart can handle perfection of three of you at once.
I think I know how Casanova here got those head injuries. Some lady decided she had enough of his rubbish and wanted to punish him.
Delora, patience. He may not even be the right state of mind right now. He did take injuries to the head after all.
The man finally stops to look just at me. He narrows his eyes and stares so hard I almost want to slap him. What?
You're familiar, but no. It's impossible. Aren't you the Crown Princess? What are you doing here?
If he knows, then he's...
Well, he's definitely not a witch or a fairy. Can only mean one thing if he recognizes Elsa. I mean, the Ice Princess.
What is your name, good sir?
I would answer any question you ask of any of them, but
The man looks down at the notebook in his hand.
I don't remember.
Amnesia?
I know everything about Angeline, and yet I don't know the first thing about myself. Except that I have the Rumpelstiltskin curse.
Rumpelstiltskin? Is that a fairy tale?
I knew it. He's got the fairy tale curse.
Fairy tale curse?
Do you remember how to break it?
From what I remember, I need to somehow collect 3 memories and get them to appear in this channel as entries.
He shows us the notebook he's been holding on to since we entered the room.
My first memory is waking up and holding this. I thought there would be information in here, but it's empty.
Another victim of the curse. You must be tired. Lucette, we'll leave your breakfast here and we'll give you some time to yourself. We'll be outside if you need anything else. Rumpelstiltskin.
What is that fairy tale about? Delora does not do a good job of hiding her laughter. She snorts and I cross my arms embarrassed. Mother burned the fairy tales in the palace before I got the chance to read all of them.
Fine. I'll keep it short. Once upon a time, there was a girl that was said to be able to spin straw into gold. The king found her and locked her up in a tower. He said he wouldn't let her out until she's turned all the straw in the room into gold. But the girl was just a regular human girl. She knew she would never be able to turn the straw into gold and feared that she would be locked up forever. That was when an odd little man appeared before her and offered to do the job for her if she gave him something in return. The girl gave him her necklace, and the man spent the rest of the night spinning straw into gold. However, the girl wasn't released. The second night she was given more straw to spin, and the little man appeared once more. This time she gave him her ring. On the third night, the king ordered her to spin the straw one last time, and if she did, she would be released and made his queen. However, that night the girl had nothing left to give the man, so they made an agreement. He would spin the straw to gold for her, so long as she gave him her first child.
I personally never understood why the girl would want to marry the king in the first place.
Hush, I'm trying to tell a story here. Even though I told myself I would keep it short.
Well, excuse me, princess.
One moment. Years passed and the queen finally gave birth to her first child. That night, the odd little man returned and demanded his due, but the queen didn't want to give up her child. The man then said that he wouldn't take the child if the queen was able to guess his name in 3 days. The man's name was Rumpelstiltskin.
Did she guess it?
Oh yeah. The night before her time was officially up, the queen was drawn to the forest by the sound of a little voice. She saw the little man celebrating his upcoming victory, singing about how no one ever had or ever would guess his real name, which was Rumpelstiltskin.
He does not sound particularly smart.
So agrees the general populace.
Sometimes I wonder how Hans was able to come up with such tall tales. Well, the mansion is opening soon. I expect another busy day.
Especially busy for you, Lisette. You need to start coming up with good deeds.
The amnesiac Casanova was allowed to stay at the Marchen with the other boarders. Because he still seemed capable, Parfait set him to work as one of the Marchen's servers. Anis's protests that he remain in bed fell on deaf ears. Parfait couldn't well throw him out, not well knowing he had nowhere to go. I would be incapable of showing him such kindness, given all the nonsense he spouts at us. The people that frequent the Marchen began to steadily ignore me altogether, like I do not exist. It's better than the stares and the hateful looks.
Rumple, you aren't here to flirt.
But this lovely lady is unattended.
Sir Rumble, please, you're making me blush. Because the man couldn't remember his name, he fashioned one from his own curse. Rumple. I think it suits him.
I will never understand Parfait. This amorous waste of space is about as useful as karma.
I've returned.
Speak of the devil.
Did you miss me?
Karma had left abruptly yesterday, saying that she had something very important to take care of. Waltz trails in after her now, carrying several boxes in his arms.
Why am I carrying these?
Because you made me run that errand for you at the toy shop the other day. And because gentlemen carry things for ladies.
Hardly a lady. I'm going to drop them now.
Those boxes contain very important contents. She's not
Welcome
here.
home, Miss Karma. Nice to see you survived the trip, Waltz.
Thank you, Anise.
So did Nerisse leave?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
What parts did you have?
She was Anise and Emmeline.
Is this my line?
Karma.
So this is our new housemate. We have not had the opportunity to meet. I am...
We are all surprised when Rumple suddenly reaches out to grab Karma's hand.
My life before this moment has been a depressing monochrome. Now that you have entered my bleak existence, I see everything in beautiful color. And nothing shines more brightly, more vividly than you. I am Rumple, my sweet. Let us talk of marriage.
I stare at Karma, waiting for her to flirt back. At the very least, I expect her to wave Rumple away for being a fool. But she remains eerily silent.
Answer, my angel, I beg of you.
Keep.
Say the word and it's done.
Your filthy hands off of me.
Ow!
Oh, not again.
I would never be interested in the likes of you.
We'll say this is man B.
Oh, okay. Go on, lad. Give him a good beating, like the one you gave to me.
My queen, there is no need for violence.
What did you just call me?
Please calm down. Rumble is still recovering.
What is going on?
Karma is a man, and with
I don't
or
take
proposed
too
to.
kindly to it.
She is a man?
But your voice, your face, your breasts.
Implants.
Ow!
That's what you're focusing on? Pervert.
I worship all aspects of the female form, but my particular favorite has always been ow.
Do yourself and myself a favor and shut up.
I never would have known. But why would he do this?
Don't look at me like that. No, wait. The cat's out of the bag. I have my reasons.
He still sounds like a woman because he's under a spell.
Oh, I knew that. Yes?
Is it because of your curse?
Yes.
I'm John, my heart is in pieces.
You knew him for 10 minutes.
For those that can hear the music of their heart like I, it only takes a look to fall madly in love. I must leave. My heart will need time to heal.
The margin attracts all sorts, doesn't it?
That one is entirely Parfait's fault. Alright, nothing to see here, back to work.
I am still in shock from what I learned earlier. Karma, a man. It is not fair that he is so beautiful as a woman. If the female population of Angiel knew the truth, Karma would be hunted down for making the rest of us pale in comparison. Anise, being good, I suppose, prepared a special lunch to welcome the newest Marchen boarders. We have all been invited to the private dining room.
Excuse me, is Lady Parfait here?
Prince Rod, perfect timing. Please
came to talk to you, Lady Parfait.
But I'm hungry, and I've no wish to make you wait while I eat. Come, join us.
Please, Your Highness. I've made too much as usual. You must help us finish.
Very well.
A cursed princess and a cursed prince? What an eccentric collection. A friend you have, Lady Parfait.
I wouldn't say they're eccentric, necessarily.
You're the most eccentric one here, Rumble.
Really now?
I sit silently in my chair. I'm uncomfortable around so many people. Even when Mother was alive, I had all my meals alone, since my parents were always too busy to sit down for meals with me. The meals with Ophelia and her children were always awkward and silent. Somehow the atmosphere is lively and friendly, even though I barely know anyone here.
Is something wrong?
Excuse me?
You've barely touched your food. Don't you like it? Galar said this was one of your favorites.
I'm just not used to eating with company, that's all. Is Aunt still here?
He may be asleep.
Sorry. They say that sharing a meal brings the family closer together.
Garland.
I'm having to read this off the stream because I've accidentally exited the game.
That's okay.
I apologize.
Closer together, huh?
So, have you made any progress on how to do those good deeds, Princess?
There's no way I'm admitting that I do not even know how to complete one.
Oh, I forgot you're not so good on doing good front.
You are not very helpful.
Why don't you ask somebody to teach you how to do good?
What?
Well, that's not something you hear every day.
As in, take some kind of lessons?
If you're having so much trouble on your own, you should ask someone to give you some advice or teach you. It's as simple as that.
What's this I hear? The princess needs advice? Well then, she's in luck. I happen to give the most excellent advice. Believe me when I say, I can teach almost anything.
The princess is indeed lucky as I am available for teaching duties. No doubt I'd be the better choice, as I don't go about deceiving the world.
Excuse me? Excuse me? Attention.
From one-sided flirting to bitter enemies, and all in the span of a few hours.
The man broke my heart.
Anyway, I'd be happy to help you in any way I can, Princess.
And I'm sure your stepbrother would be happy to help as well.
I don't think I would make the best teacher for this sort of thing.
I only teach others how to fight.
Never mind the fact that Jorian herself still struggles to be good.
What?
You're lucky, aren't you? So many people are willing to help you.
Why? Why are you all willing to help me?
That's what we do here at Marchin. We help each other.
Lesson number 1. Doing good means helping whenever one can.
Just let any of us know if you want our help.
Trust no one but yourself. You need not care for anyone but yourself. This is what Mother in the last few years have taught me. I have always been alone, and it is easier that way. And yet, these strangers, these people that I've only known for a few days, are so willing to help me when they will gain nothing in return. Is this the goodness I was meant to see, Father? How can I even begin to trust and care for others when I have forgotten how to do so? I am slowly beginning to understand what I must do. So guys, should we end it here? Because
it's getting late for us in the UK, so it might be best.
Yeah, it's 3:30.
How do you
yeah, I need to leave and have supper as well.
Yep. So we'll just go ahead and save here and pick up on it from this point next time we do it. And I'll choose a more UK-friendly time.
Yeah.
It's no problem for me. When do you think you'll be doing it again?
I'm not sure off the top of my head, but I'll let you know. I'll let you all know as soon as I know.
I need more characters to voice.
Awesome.
Sounds good to me.
Sorry you didn't get much to say, Ant.
It's cool.
Well, thank you all for helping me.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, no problem. It was definitely a lot of fun.
Cool.
I think I had one of the most awkward parts. I didn't realize.
Awkward, and because you don't have the game open, it's hard with me trying to like skip ahead and type it into the Discord for you.
Thank you.
But hey, we did it.
Yep,
no problem.
I think it'll go more smoothly next time.
Yeah, there's if you try and find like a let's play of it online, so you can then read like what your character says might help if you don't have the game. Like
could do that and write down what comes right before it, so you know when to say it as well.
Yeah.
Very good idea.
Okay, well, thank you everyone who is watching in the audience. And
be sure to drop a like before you leave the stream.
Oh yeah.
And subscribe.
Always appreciated.
And notifications.
And I guess I'll see you guys later.
Okay, see you guys. It's 8:30 for me, so I'm gonna take off and have supper now.
Good night, everyone.